coordinate geometry, which means we are going to see the coordinates. You know what is coordinates? We plot a point here and we call it as mark of a position. Point is what? Mark of a position. How do we position this point first? How do we locate this on the board? See, we may measure this one, this length, and we may measure that length. How much distance this point is away from this line, and how much distance this point is away from that line. That line we can measure. That's what we are calling it as coordinate axis. X axis, y axis, this is x dash, y dash. So this dash sides and all negatives. You are aware of all those things? And the middle is 0 is called as origin. Okay. Now the distance is marked always the horizontal distance in the first place, like 4, 5, like I am mentioning, means horizontal distance is 4 units, vertical distance is 5 units. Do you know how to plot a point? Okay, so that like we have to mention. Got it? Now this is one point, we'll mark it as A. The other point, we'll mark it as B. That coordinates may be some 6.9, for example, let me see. Okay, now this is how we can mention. In our class, as a class also, second row, third boy, they used to call it, remember? Second row, third boy, like this. So it used to mark a position. Why do we have to mark a position? Why, for what purpose we have to study this? See, one small example, one small application I may say. Like you are seeing Google Maps you are using, right? That and all is programmed using this coordinate geometry. And this what you are studying here is very basic of that one. Very basic. And here if you are seeing this point screen, that red color marker you may see, right? Remember? In Google Maps. That like they will treat the points and they will find the distance between the points and whatever the things required they will apply. Like GPS and all will be based on this. Okay, not entirely based on this. Maybe like this could be the first step. Okay. So for that kind of programming, that kind of things, we need to study all this. Now, coming back to this, what's the distance between these points? We need to find out. So, there is a formula. See, instead of this 4, 5, I am marking this is x1, y1. Instead of this, I am marking this is x2, y2. Okay. Now, the distance formula. Are you writing all this? If so, see, A is a point with the coordinates x1, y1. B is a point with coordinates x2, y2. Got it? Then the distance is mentioned as AB. It is always positive unit because it is distance. So, it is equal square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That is the distance formula. Okay. And after that, equidistant points. Equidistant, what does this mean? Suppose this point A is 5 units away from B, I am saying. There could be some other points which is again 5 units. So when we say, then we can say that this point A is equidistant from B and C. What do we say? Point A is equidistant from B and C. Or is that we say B and C are equidistant from A? Yes, man. B and C are equidistant from A. Okay. Who is equidistant? What is the distance between B to A? 5 units. What is the distance between C to A? 5 units. What is wrong means, suppose you are saying B and C are equidistant. That is wrong. From what? That we have to. So either they can say B and C are equidistant from A, or A is B and C. Okay, got it? Okay, so in that case, equidistant means A is equidistant from B and C. So then we may say here A, B, C. This distance is same. Okay. How do we say? AB is equals AC. AB now what? Using this formula. What is the coordinate for A? What is the coordinate for B? Okay. And AC now this is one. Okay. Any doubts on this? Next step. Section formula. Yes, section formula. See, section means what? Which class you are? Okay, A class. Whatever, A class. Like B class will be there. Altogether, how do they call you? It's a 10th class. Okay. So, they separated section. Okay. So, it's like separating, sectioning. Okay. What we are separating here, what we are sectioning here is a straight line. Sorry, line segment. This line segment AB, we can section. Like equal parts, we should make it as section. For instance, I am saying this space I am splitting into 4 equal parts. Or 3 equal parts, let me say. 3 equal parts. Now, how many points will be in between these two? 2. Because this is 1 part, 2 part, 3 part. So, I am marking this is P and Q. Okay. Now, this point P divides this line segment in what ratio, like they'll ask. The ratio we always mention, like how many equal parts are before P. Before P, how many equal parts are there? 1 part. So 1 is to after P, how many equal parts are there? 2. So this is the ratio the point divides this line segment AB. Now guess what? Q divides in the line segment AB in what ratio? 2:1. That is it. Because 2 parts are before, 1 parts are after. Now, let me take the another line segment AB. I am splitting this into 5 equal parts. How many equal parts? 5 equal parts. Then how many points we have to plot in between? 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts we are getting. Let me name it P, Q, R, S. Now, in what ratio this point P divides the line segment? 1:4. Q divides the line segment? Done. 2:3. And then this one. 3:2. This one. 4:1. Okay. That is how this ratio works. Suppose I am having this line segment AB and this point P divides in the ratio 2:3. Now, how many equal parts this line segment has been splitted? How many equal parts this line segment has been splitted? See, here we splitted 3 equal parts. 1 plus 2. 3. Here, 2 plus 3. So, 2 plus 1, how much? 3. Here, how many equal parts? 5. Okay. Now, add this. This one. Here, only one point I marked in this diagram. Only one point I marked. then how many equal parts we are having? That is the concept. Okay. This dividing point is lies inside the line segment, means lies between the line segment, means this is called as internal division. Internally it is dividing. What is dividing? The point P is dividing the line segment AB in the ratio like this. Then what is the coordinate of P? Suppose if they give, see, you understood what is section formula, right? What is sectioning? Suppose if you say this line segment AB, like this is 1, 5, this is some 3, 4, is splitted by this point in the ratio 2:3. What could be the coordinate of this point? Coordinate. Coordinate means what? This point also will be represented like this, no? Okay, that's what we call it as coordinates. Okay, so in general, the coordinates of A, I am marking it as x1, y1, and the coordinates of B, I am marking it as x2, y2, and this ratio, I am marking it as m:n. Okay, got it? Okay, now the point P, I am marking it as x, y. That is the coordinates. It is given by the formula, you see, mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. This is the coordinate of the point. Okay, got it? Sometimes people may use m1, m2 instead of m1. People may use m1, m2. But what I always suggest is mn would be better, because mn you are writing x2, x1 like the interchanging option divided by m plus n. Suppose if you are writing m1 means m1 x2, m2 x1, like this, that 1, 2 maybe gets confused. But if you are okay with that, you can go with it. But this is the formula. Now we will see on examples. The distance between the points. Have you written this? Everything? Distance between the points 0, 6 and minus 6, 2 is what? Now between these two formulas, what formula we have to apply? First formula, distance formula. Okay, so whenever a point is given, you have to name the point. Suppose here name itself given. If name is not given, you have to write. Let me not give the name. So we have to write, let A be the point 0, 6 and B be the point minus 6, 2. Okay. Now after writing this, take your pencil. Using pencil, mark this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay. This has to be done quick, but I am telling in slow manner. Now the distance AB can be calculated in square root of, what is the formula? x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus yn whole square. Now square root of, how much is x2? Minus 6. Minus, how much is x1? 0 whole square. Plus, how much is y2? 2. Minus, how much is y1? 6 whole square. Got it? Now minus 6 minus 0, how much? 0. Good. 36. Plus Here, minus 6. Is that okay? Isn't it minus 36? No. When you square it, minus will vanish. Okay. So, minus 4 whole square. Minus 4 whole square, it is 16. Okay. Now, this is how much? Square root of 52. Okay. 52 now. Whether this can be factorized? 52. 4 times 13, isn't it? If you don't know, this like you can factorize. First chapter, remember? So, using 2, that is 26. Using 2, it is 13. So, it is square root of 2 into 2 into 13. For this double 2, 1 2 will come out, then 2 root 13 units. Okay. See, when you know this, MCQ you can do this in a rough work. But the descriptive answer that should be in this way. Let means that is the given part. Here name is not given, I used let. Suppose the name of the point is given means given that A is this, B is this. After that we need to write to find the distance AB. After that formula you have to write. Without writing formula you should not do. And after that substitution, calculation, at last therefore statement. Therefore, the distance between A and B is 2 root 13 units. You should not write 2 root 13 alone. 2 root 13 units. Okay. Got it? Shall I erase this? Come on, make it fast. See, this whole chapter comes around this formula only. These two formulas only will use. But according to the context, it will change. Okay. Finish writing this. I will be giving you some questions. Is that side completed? Okay. Where? In this chapter? No. Yes, man. Whole chapter only 2 formulas. One more formula is there, midpoint formula, that I will tell you. Now, can you do this and tell me what is the distance between these 2 points? Make it fast. Simply do the apply in the formula and tell me the answer as of now. After that, you know how to write the steps, right? That like you can write. Yes. First copying. Finish copying. Finish writing the other side. Completed. Good. Then do this question and tell me the answer. Six units. How come it is 6 units? We may get square root of 9 plus 9. Is it? Yes, man. x2 minus x1. Oh. No. Yes. Minus 3 whole square na. Minus 6 whole square, 36. Yes, 6 units. Correct. Okay, now look at this question. Read it out. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of the point A and the point B in the ratio 2:3. Meaning what? See, whenever this type of question appears, see, without a hustle, you just draw a line segment. Mark this as A and B. Okay. What is the coordinates of A? Minus 1, 7. Coordinates of B? 4, minus 3. P divides in the ratio. What is given? Ratio is given. That is 2:3. Then P or the coordinates, what you know? Don't know. You know or not? Don't know. So, I am marking it as x, y. Now we are going to apply a formula. Which formula? Distance formula or section formula? Section formula. Okay. To apply in the section formula, we need to mark something. As usual, take your pencil, mark this is as x1, this is y1, this is x2, y2. That is all. Start applying in the formula. Okay. So, now the point P, that is x, y, equals, this is the formula. What is the formula? M x2 plus n x1 divided by m plus n, comma m y2 plus n y1 divided by m plus n. Both x coordinates and y coordinate you have to write. You should not leave any single point. And after that, apply the formula values. Yes, m and n. See, this ratio, reminding it's previous lectures I told you, right? M is to n. That also you can mark in pencil, not a problem. x1, y1, x2, y2, this is m is to n. Okay. I always suggest you applying in this format. 2:3 given, right? Write in this structure 2, 1 bracket, plus 3, 1 bracket, divided by 2 plus 3, comma, here 2, 1 bracket, plus 3, another bracket, divided by 2 plus 3. Now what has to be substituted? Only x2, x1. Distance formula, we first notice the x2 only. Where is x2? Is this x2? This is x2. 4. Where is x1? Minus 1. Okay. Next y2. Minus 3. Then y1? 7. Got it? And then that x comma y is equals 2 4s are 8, 3 1s are minus 3 by 5. This is minus 6 plus 21 by 5. Okay. Now 8 minus 3 how much? Here minus or plus or? Plus 15 by 5. Okay. 5 by 5 1. This is 3. So therefore the required point is 1,3. This like you can write, or else as per the context of the question. Therefore, the point which divides the join of this in the ratio 2:3 is 1,3. Likewise, you can write. But the therefore statement, it should be there. Got it? Do you have any doubts in this? Is it very tough? Not at all. Yes, that is it. Finish writing this. I'll give you one more question like this. Finished writing the question. Finished writing. Yes. Yes, man, the question itself is changed. The points are changed and the ratio is changed. I asked you whether you completed the question or not. Not a problem. These are the coordinates. Hey, simply the points are swapped, man. Okay. This is your home task question. Home task. Now you have to do practice question, right? What I have done is this question. Have you finished? Good. Now start doing this question. See, draw this one, write the formula, substitute and answer. That's all. Question you have to write manually. After that, this diagram, formula, substitution, answer. That's all. Here maybe I used 2 or 3 steps to explain you. Yeah, I'm working out, man. You have to work out an answer. Question was there. Okay. Whatever, finish it. Come on. Come on. You can do it. No, man. What answer you got? It's not same answer. It's not same. Substitute properly. Previously you may got 1,3. Now what you got? Now what you got? Previously? Yes. 3,1 is the correct answer. Okay. Got it? Any doubts in this? So these are all the two formulas. These are all the ways how you can apply. Okay. Now there are some applications of this formula. Like I told you, equidistant, right? For that distance formula, the equidistant type questions they may ask, and like whether they form a parallelogram or whether they form a triangle, that kind of questions they'll ask. First, let us focus on equidistance and point of trisection, the like 4 division formula. Okay, like 4 points, 4 parts, that type of formulas. Okay. Now, equidistant means what? What I said? Okay. See, the example 4, if Q, the point 0, 1 is equidistant from the point P, which is 5, minus 3, and the point R, which is x, 6, then find the value of x. See, what is given? The point Q is equidistant from the point P and R. Here also you should draw a diagram. What diagram? Remember, A and B are equidistant from Q, like I said, right? The same way, Q is equidistant. So here the point Q, coordinates of Q is 0, 1, is equidistant from P and R. Where is P? We will mark here. The point P, that is 5, minus 3. The point R, which is x, 6. Now connect these points. This distance are equal. In the given part, we have to write given that the point Q 0, 1 is equidistant from P and R. P, na, the coordinates you have to write 5, minus 3, and R, that is x, 6. Okay. Then what we can write is PQ is equals QR. PQ equals QR. Now what? Distance between PQ is PQ. Distance between Q and R is QR, like I mentioned. So for this PQ we have to apply distance formula. For this QR we have to apply distance formula. Both can be followed in the same step. If you can't able to follow, you can separate this PQ. Separately you can calculate PQ, separately you can calculate QR and verify whether they are equal. But due to time constraint, we want to do separately. Not a problem. Is that you want to ask for separately shall we do, or what do you have to ask? You came to ask something, man. That's what I am asking. Okay. See, distance with combinedly shall we do. So focus on the point PQ itself. Okay. Take your pencil. In the pencil, mark this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. And write the distance formula, man. Using distance formula. That is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay. We are going to do this. So square root of x2 minus x1, man. 5 minus 0 whole square plus minus 3 minus 3 minus 1 whole square, that is equals square root of, see, now we have to be very careful. QR I am going to write. Here our x2, y2 value will be changing. Okay. x2 na, because QR, okay, these two we have to focus. You just erase this or else simply strike out using pencil, mark here x2 comma y2, only in case if you can't able to follow, but surely you will get confused, I know, that is why I am telling you everything, minute details also. This will just strike out and here you mark new x2 y2 because QR we need to calculate. Now x2 minus x1, that is x minus 0 whole square plus y2 minus 1, 6 minus 1 whole square. Okay. Now apply. 5 minus 0 how much? See, here also square root, here also square root. Square root equals square root. Squaring on both sides. What will happen? Square root gets cancelled. So we will get 5 square plus minus 4 square equals x square plus 5 square. Okay. Now, if you are clever enough, this 5 square, that 5 square, that gets cancelled. Okay. Suppose if not, just apply. This is 25 plus 16 is equals x square plus 25. Now, number and all one side, variable one side. Transpose this 25 to other side. What you will get is 25 minus 25 plus 16 is equals to x square plus 25 minus 25 cancel. Or else you can add this, not a problem. 41 again minus 25, 16. Things will happen, man. That is why I am not telling this for laughing, fun and all. Because if I told you this 5 square, that 5 square, we can cancel right now. But without this equation, you may do in some other case. Suppose here plus is there. Shall we cancel this 5 square, 5 square? No. So don't do that if you are not confident on that. Better do in proper way, not a problem. You should do it correct rather than doing in a wrong way. Fastly wrong way, correctly slowly. That is better, right? Now here x square is equal 16. Then x value how much? Plus or minus 4. Why I am saying plus or minus? Both plus and minus you may take because it is a coordinate. So plus 4 also will be equidistant from this, minus 4 also will be equidistant from this. Got it? So that is it. They told us to find the value. So therefore, the value of x is plus or minus 4. Got it? Any doubts in this? This is equidistant type question. You finish writing this, I will give you one more question in the same way. See, I am changing this question. Have you finished writing this question? Okay, make it fast. Completed. Yes, man. They will not given the question. Try doing the other one. Yes. What I said. Finish writing this and try that question.